Good morning, guys. You're watching Fishing with Gary. Today we're up at Bartlett Lake. Today we're fishing the original Tokyo rig. Hey guys, welcome to Fishing with Gary today. Yeah, I just got here and I made a cast. So it's a good way to open the show up, but it's not a big fish, but it's a small fish. Today we're up here at Bartlett Lake. We got a real nice sunny day. It's beautiful outside. And I went back and I wanted to try, he's just a little guy, but I wanted to try the Tokyo rig again. This time I'm using the Tokyo rig. We modified it a little bit because the one you buy out of the store has a gigantic hook on it and we don't need that. But we are using the wire and a tungsten. So let me straighten this out. That's what it's going to be looking like. I'm going to come up here and get a picture of this. All right, we pulled out just a little bit further, 10, 12 feet. I'm seeing a lot of marks. I was kind of zigzagging looking for shad and some fish. And so I'm just dragging through these trees. You guys can see I'm fishing a lot of trees. Whoops, is that you got a there's a fish. It's in the tree, but it's a fish. Not big, but you know what? A fish is a fish. This is on the original Tokyo rig, guys. Oh, it's a little one, but that's all right. You know what? When your barometer's rising like today, the Tokyo rig works good, you know. So just a little guy, yearling. So we're just gonna let him go. I've got this rigged totally weedless, using an M&M worm. Just run that through 1/4 of an inch up over the keeper part of the hook. Wham bam, there we go. Today I'm fishing Tokyo rig with a very small weight. Here's my steel rod, and all I got on there is just a little 3/16 ounce because we're just fishing shallow. If I want to punch stuff or punch the trees or real thick stuff, I think that I would use a heavier weight. I'm using this on a bait caster, and catching these fish on this. So I'm going to pull out a little bit further just in hopes of maybe getting a bigger fish. Trying that. You know, when I'm fishing, guys, there's a lot of variations to catching fish. And I always keep telling you, if you're not catching fish, keep moving. You got to be seeing some shad on the graph or fish on the graph, you know. Not unless I'm not catching them on the graph, you know, dropping. Sometimes I do, and I've showed that, but I'm just fishing in the area. If you can find balls of shad in the area, then there's fish all around. They're in that area because, you know, they want to eat something, so they're staying in that area, and there's probably other balls or fish out there also. I fish this Tokyo rig just like a Texas rig or a drop shot. You know, I'm throwing it out. If I don't get bit, people will always ask me, well, how long do you leave your bait in the water? I don't. I fish pretty fast. I'm a fast fisherman. I throw it out, and I've still got that rule that 90% of the time, whoops, trolling motor jumped up. 90% of the time after those fish after it sinks, they're going to see that bait. So I'm going to stay out a little bit deeper because I'm seeing some good marks on the graph right here. I mean, there's some nice marks on this graph right now. So I'm just going to pull this out. I caught a couple smaller ones up shallow. So let's try for a little bit bigger fish with this rig. And then maybe we could get down where it's deeper by the trees and dunk it right in the trees and try that. Let's just mix it up today just to see what this thing can do. But right now I'm seeing some really nice arcs on the graph, and I'm just going to reel this up, and my gosh, there's 3 fish right here. Let's see if they bite. I get lucky and do this all the time. So guys, you know, I'm going to tell you, this trolling motor that has that anchoring system on there, this Minn Kota, this is a dream, you know. I'm fishing the graph right now. You know, I told you I just got, oh, there's one right there. Right off the graph on the bottom. The thing just kind of, come on, baby. Whoops, quick release. Got him to the boat and he came off. All right, Well, a little bit bigger fish. We'll try it again. And there's a lot of fish out here in 18, 19 feet of water. I want to catch one of these off this graph. So here's 3 more fish. Let's see if I can get them. 17 feet. Let's see if these will bite. You know, you stand about a 50% chance if you see some fish on the graph, just stop and drop your line down there. You know, at least you're fishing where there's fish instead of just keep casting and casting. If you're using a worm, you know, oh shoot. That probably was a small one, but I'm fishing in deeper water. I'm just kind of shaking it right now. At least I don't have to run the trolling motor because it's on the stop lock. So I'll fish this fish for a few minutes. If I don't get bit, you know, I might pick it up and I might just throw it 5 or 10 feet away. Try that. Mix it up a little bit. Don't just keep fishing in the same place. If you catch one fish, you can stay there another 15 minutes, and I'm about ready to pick up and let this thing drift and move a little bit more. But I just drifted down from way up there down to here. I'm just kind of shaking it and bouncing it on the bottom. Plenty of fish around here. Okay, let's try that way. We'll stay out. I want to try staying out in that 17-foot level, just to see if I can catch a bigger fish. Let that go down, let it go down. I just follow it down because sometimes they'll hit it on the fall. So you want to halfway keep your line tight. You know, I get to the bottom and usually I let that thing just sit there. And like I said, this Tokyo rig to me is just like a Texas rig or a glorified little drop shot. So I'll bounce this sucker. And you can fish anything on this. You can fish worms, you can fish brush hogs, you can fish any kind of creature bait you like, your favorite, you know. Nope, nothing on there. Make one more cast this way before I unlock that thing and throw out that way, see if there's a fish there. Boy, these poles are so nice and light. You could feel everything with this pole. So just thought I'd get in shallow here because it drops off so much right here. So I just pitched up in the trees. There's a bite right there. Oh, he's a little devil. I was reeling in, and a lot of times when you reel in with these little curly tails, you know, they'll bite these because that little tail is just spinning, and you know, he just bit it right on the top. So we'll just let him go. The good old Tokyo rig. I've only tried this at Canyon Lake, but I like it. It's pretty nice. I mean, like I said, it's kind of just like a Texas rig, you know, same thing. But if they don't want it on the bottom, I think the next one I get and I'm going to make the a little longer, like the leader on it, the steel leader. Try that. See, now I'm just fishing right up in front of us here, just going right into the weeds, trying that.